Kinesiology has absolutely changed my life. I found kinesiology, it found me actually. I'd gone through horrendous birth trauma in 2004, I'd been really, really poorly, and whilst I was trying to get myself better, I just put out to the universe, like I knew I needed to do like diet and exercise, that needed to be part of it. I just knew that that was a thing. So I'd started getting a bit more interested in nutrition and had started doing some courses. And I actually was quite involved in bringing, they're called naked bars now, but they used to be called Lara bars, over to the UK. And I was at a vitality show and I was chopping up these Lara bars on a marketing stand, and somebody said to me, they're doing kinesiology tasters upstairs, and every single hair on my body stood up on end. And I walked upstairs and the woman said, do you want a taster? And I said, no, I want to sign up to the course. And I had no idea what I was signing up to. And I remember saying, sort of going home going, I just signed up to a course. I don't even know what it is. And I thought I was bonkers. And I remember sitting there on day one of the first weekend and literally having this overwhelming feeling that this is what I was put on the earth to do. And so I did my training and I opened a clinic, and at the time I had a full-time job, and I remember going into my full-time job, and this is not what we would recommend any of our students do, but I basically said, I didn't take maternity leave, I just went, you owe me a year, and if I don't make it, I will be back. And that was 17 years ago, and so far I've not had to go back to my office job. But it has been the most incredible journey. And I think the part of it that touches me the most is having now trained, I then went on to train in 16 different disciplines and different modalities, because what we tend to find when we're interested in health is we now want to learn this and we want to learn this. And I threw myself down that pathway. But for me, kinesiology just became this, almost like a filter through which I saw the world. So even when I was learning these new modalities, it was, oh yeah, but I can't muscle test, and I get to do that in kinesiology. So why, like my intuition is telling me this, and I can absolutely go there, and then I can double check it. So we get to play around with the intuition, the energetic, we get to play around with every aspect as a kinesiologist. So I'm going to get into that a little bit more. What I love about that so much is it's not necessarily a sense check for our intuition even. It's because our clients then, the people who are having this treatment, this therapy, they get to see what their bodies are telling them. It's not even about me and my intuition. They get to see what's going on for them. And that's the most empowering thing that I think kinesiology brings. It's not something being done to somebody, which would be a massage or a Reiki. It's their body is telling me what it is that it wants. And my job is just to be able to get out of the way of myself enough to listen. And then when we find out, and people go, oh my gosh, yes, that. Oh, yes, that. I get it. All of a sudden, they're not in a battle with their body and these symptoms that they're having. Now it's just a case of I need to learn how to listen harder. And that's truly beautiful, because people start to see their conditions as a gift and a learning tool, as opposed to something, again, that's happening to them.